Today is June the 1st, 2021. I just had the craziest dream. I dreamed that somehow I was on the Brady Bunch, and when I was little, and the memories were somehow suppressed. So I went and looked it up, and the show, according to Wikipedia, was filmed in Los Angeles mostly, and it aired from 1969 to 1974. So I was born in the early 70s, early. So I couldn't have been on it. I'd been too little. But a lot of people used to say um, during the Billy Ray Cyrus era, I had, like, I guess you call it a mullet when I had hair. And I had it down to my shoulder. And a lot of them used to say I looked like one of the Brady Bunch characters. I had brighter red hair instead of the dark beard with gray. But have you ever had a dream that it seemed so real, and then I woke up and I had my eyes closed, but I was kind of awake, and I started questioning my early existence, and then everything you can think of. I was thinking, well, maybe my memories were blocked, and then, well, where's my money at? If I was on a show, why ain't I rich? And that's why my parents always acted so strange, or I never knew anything because I was some part of some kind of conspiracy. But yeah, hopefully it's just a dream and I'm not getting assigned a dementia. Because I'll be 50 in July. So maybe it's just old man thoughts. But I have noticed, I think I need some new glasses because I have been seeing things. Not bad, but just mistaken things, like, but not bad. But maybe it's just old age. But, mostly I think I'm in control of everything that I'm doing and saying and seeing. so so if I get in trouble, it'll still be my fault. But man, that dream just seems so real. I used to have like curly hair, um, bright red head when I was little, and I was kind of cute. And my daughter ended up being that way. And when she was real cute. She still is, but she had those cute little curls and kind of looked like Shirley Temple. And I tried a little bit, but I had nobody, around here. It was kind of hard to pursue acting in this area. You'd had to go to Atlanta, and then they had these talent companies that you could pay a lot of money to, but it wasn't guaranteed. But I remember going to Florida, and they had a flea market, and we went and they took a picture of my daughter as we was just walking through. They just captured it and posted it for their pictures to sell, and I said, "Hey man, take that off. Why you doing that?" He said, "Oh, it ain't hurting." And so it's just kind of crazy. I didn't want her picture everywhere, and then I said, "Well, maybe she's cute." But then I also tried to enter into a Halloween contest, and it could be favoritism, or maybe the judges picked some of the employees that worked there at a store a long time ago. So I said, well, my daughter should have won. It could have been just parent pride. Maybe the other kids look better on that. I thought my daughter was just, and I still think she's, number one. So what parent wouldn't? So we tried to pursue it. We went to get a haircut one time, and there was a guy that was it's kind of fancy, real polished and spoke proper, and he dealt with like Charlotte, North Carolina, and he said, "Yeah, let me take her. I can get her. I can introduce her to people and all that." And I was thinking, but he didn't want me and my wife to come. I was like, and nobody seemed weird about that. So that's what it takes to get famous. It ain't worth it. But anyway, it just that dream, um, It just seemed so real. And then it started making me question everything. It's like, was my reality real? Because I was like, I was kind of a bad little kid. So, I got like a lot of little fights when I was little, and got beat up a lot too. And I think I had ADHD real bad. I remember getting pushed down the stairs, and I got on the table and getting pulled off a table, and then people showed me a little bit how to punch, and I ended up getting the better of some of them. And then when I did, I got punished for that too by the adults and or the kinfolk. Then eventually I figured out, hey, that ain't worth it, and calm down. Part of growing up, I guess. So, but it's just crazy, man. It's you dreaming. It just seems so real, like you're in another lifetime, or and then you start justifying it. Maybe I'm adopted, or I was kidnapped, or and I checked my sugar to make sure my sugar wasn't out of whack, and it's 150. So that's low as it's been in a little while. So maybe that's it. But I'm working on it. I'm starting to eat chicken and broccoli when my wife doesn't cook. So I eat chicken and broccoli, even though it has sodium. But if you just eat the broccoli and chicken and just let it drip off, then it cuts down your sodium. So, and then you can get a large chicken and broccoli from the Chinese place, and some of them put carrots in. I tell them no carrots. The place used to put snow peas. Oh man, it was real good. But if you eat a large chicken and broccoli, you can keep the containers. They can almost be used as lunch bowls, which is really cool. Or you can give food to your kids and get them back. But you can buy this big thing. It's called a party tray. It's under $30, and you can probably get five or six large chicken and broccolis out of it. So you can eat on that, 6 days or 5 days, and after it don't go bad. But some people get tired of chicken and broccoli, but broccoli is really good for a guy anyway. For vitality, and chicken's good for protein. So you can't go wrong. But it's just the craziest thing. I've had weird dreams before, and I've had moments where I remembered something that happened to me when I was little. Like, we went to the beach. It was me and my dad, and he took me for, I guess, kind of my senior trip. And he was my dad, so he did what he wanted to. And there were several times that he would take a nap during the day, or get a little rowdy at night. And I remember him yelling at the people on the beach shooting fireworks, and the cops were after him. Yeah, go get them, I was like, okay, am I safe with this guy? But then he'd take a nap or sleep in, and I went roaming around and met some people, but just briefly, like somebody had a cookout and they gave me something to eat, and I seen which was the craziest thing. It was Myrtle Beach, and then they had a lake that was within walking distance. It wasn't salt water. It was just on the other side of the road, a couple of blocks. It was fresh water, and then the beach was 2 blocks away, and it had ducks and everything. And I was like, this is crazy. You'd think that'd be salty water, but and it didn't feed into the ocean. But if they ever had the ocean ever overflowed and come in, then I guess it would kill everything in the lake. Maybe, I don't know. But I thought that was really cool. And I was walking around flip flops, shorts, t-shirt, sunglasses, a hat, and I think I had a Walkman, if they even still make those. So it's pretty cool. But while I was down there, a repressed memory when I would have been old enough or a little bit past the age of being on the Brady Bunch, which I wasn't on the Brady Bunch because the time just doesn't match up. But so I'm not going crazy. It's just a crazy dream. But I stayed at a babysitter's, and they had two older daughters, and they were kind of weird. You know, I told on them for being mean to me. Like the older daughter would take a little switch, and she'd be switching me if I didn't lay down right. And the mama didn't never say nothing. They were really mean. And you know, I was a little mean, but I wasn't that mean. And these girls were mean, and you know, they uh they did all kind of crazy stuff. So I couldn't. They just harassed me as a little kid. Like, and man, they did other things and made me cry and mentally anguished me. And um, one of the girls asked me if I wanted to do the adult stuff, and I stomped on the girl's toe, got out of there. You know, it scared me to death. And then um, I told on them for it, and then they kind of act like adult people do. You know, when they want to get back at you, then they just started doing everything like I Dream of Jeannie and some of the shows that would come on. I like to watch. Well, they would turn the show off, say, "Oh, it didn't come on today," or then I'd bring certain things I like I always like mayonnaise, and they would take all my mayonnaise and eat it. It wouldn't give me none, and I was the one that brought it over there. You know, stuff like that. And then um, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. But I had that memory when I was with my dad looking down at the beach, and I blocked it out. So you know, I figured, well, maybe I was on the Brady Bunch, but you know, I wasn't. So it's amazing how dreams, and see, I can remember that. So no, I'm not crazy, and I remember getting up this morning. So I remember recent events. I remember working yesterday, and I remember seeing a guy. He said, "Hey man, I like your videos." So you know, I got a couple people tell me that. So it makes you really feel good. I want to get out and do some more stuff and capture some video. And I'm gonna get my phone. I gotta wait till December, so 6 months to get an upgrade. So I've been shooting on this phone. Now it's June, but not when I got the phone in June of 2 years ago. I've had this phone shooting videos, and I think I've shot about. I know it's over 100, maybe 110 videos now. Just about everything, because it's hard. When I was watching YouTube videos, they say, "Well, talk about money and or talk about how to," but I just couldn't. I was kind of bored with that because how much can you talk about one thing? So I like talking about random things, and it's cool, and maybe somebody will learn from my mistakes or inspire them with an idea. You never know, but you never know. But stay cool. I just thought I'd share my crazy thoughts of the day, and I'm in this MSSC program, so it looks pretty cool. But it starts at 9 o'clock, so I got to get off here so I can get ready for that. So stay cool. Thanks for listening, and if you hadn't already, subscribe, like, smash that like button. Other people might see this and say, "Hey, I had a dream too." Talk to you later.